more clever, yeah. If a let a girl do it better. If a you know a girl do it better. I'm about to go double. I'm about to go double. I'm about to go double. I'm about to go double.
First time I done got wild in a long time. We here to have a good time, not a long time. Prime time, feeling like Dion in the limelight. Showdown, trying to blow it down, get my mind right. Oh, hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud. I take the first, you keep it coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mine, it's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud. Get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud.
You say too late to start, got your heart in hand. I don't believe any of it. You say too late to start, ain't no heart in hand. You know you better than that.
Twisting my words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I would've never got involved if I knew I would get so attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about if you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat, while you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Two distant strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out. You burnt what I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact, buzz you up so I can call that a ballin'.
Come tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? French tip when you're doing your feet. New
feet when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know I'm on the road and you for the streets. Young on it ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said there's no fun in blame, but I was not the one to change. 'Cause I was not the one to save you. You were my everything, now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'll do anything, I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. So quit my white cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I got my head checked by a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please, I need ya. I got my head down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please, I need ya.
Zombie Nation.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters. Without the IR at the end, the reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly, I can walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than my 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard and live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside leave the beat flame. It was Rod Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw these songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up to shows booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what about that?
Hey yo, Preem, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
In my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up. She asked me, do I? Right now I'm fresh as hell. Somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back to back. Gang, back to back to back. Trilling me, back to back to back. Back to 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 back. Back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' back to back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, they gon' heat me up, I been trying to keep it cool, these little, they tried to start it, too late, my finger was already on it, call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I, the 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never, all that beating around the bush, homie, said with your chest, got a lot of dog, on me, know you probably smell it, like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet, go and check the news, Brody heard somebody stretch, in your feelings by the, better get a grill, tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip, I got right here for show up, make everybody dip, went to visit Granny, she say, what's that poking at your hip, I told Brody walk behind so he can catch me if I slip, she begging me to take a sip, first she drove the boat, then she like a ship, first you load it up, then you empty out the I'm not no button, no wrinkle clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV, no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. Lil' Brun, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me.
The gloves when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 million me each other. I know the spot. My little one, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vick, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers then from her, this wasn't a landslide. Ain't gonna be no good this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say on that issue, I'm going 50, and then nigga got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up now. Here's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my stay. I'm finna give her a good shot on my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a band-aid. Thinking I miss, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby. I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, 5, 5. Had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8. You know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant, came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beat. The same thing, success don't suck. What sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. That album got me.
Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And off we go from Soldier Field. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, knock him down to 23-yard line.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll.
Now, faking the give. To the right side here, pass is caught, and the mark out up at the 34-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. A run for the first time, that's Trevor Etienne. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Defense held to no gain.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll drop to throw. Complete. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run. It's Etienne. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Let's go now. 60 vice.
Here's Etienne. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
I hit that a little too well. Lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On down at the 21. A gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Broncos.
At the 33-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I won't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete it.
And he nearly got free, but as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Here's a third down and 4.
65, 65. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
Back to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the Broncos are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal.
Let's go now. 60 bison, 60.
Now, touchdown Denver. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his first NFL touchdown. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the ground, here's Etienne. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's down at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. Going up top. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Bears. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Broncos 6.
kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. 47 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Here's a designed run.
Down in the red zone, designed quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
19 tight.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. He'll look to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. That his first touchdown of the new year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Here we go on the return from the 1. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a second. This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's fielded at about the 18. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything.
Oh, a loose football. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. An even 40 yards.
13-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd and a yard. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Chicago. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Bears move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
Broncos 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. Right side, it's Firemute. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Broncos.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll take this down to the 47. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he will work this down inside the 40. That would be good enough. Move to James. 1st down.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed. But it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
RPO and a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From 31, here is 2nd and 4.
Take a sack. You just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got a man. That's Horton. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Smith and Jigba, the man in motion. That one left away in the end zone, incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. No handoff, he'll keep it himself. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
Mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll run. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. Out comes Matthew Wright to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Wright's kick is good. And the Broncos get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Here to begin the drive. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Williams on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, big hole left side. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 95 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Wright adds the extra point. And the Broncos will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Cougar 19, 60 down, go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 43 yards. Now Etienne. And he'll be stepped up at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Sometimes it's hard to find your voice as a young player, but you can change that pretty quickly if he continues to make plays like we've seen here in this one.
They'll They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Bears are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Right side, that is hauled in by Horton. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Hill drops to throw. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have another. But now a much more advantageous spot.
I'll tell you what, Mike. This is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the 1st down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
So 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And it's down the field and caught. And this is going to be a 1st down. That is a head coach not afraid to roll the dice. This time it pays off and a 1st down.
They pulled out all the stops on that fake, Mike, and it's one thing to call that practice. But then to have the guts to call that and execute it in a real game, I mean, that takes some real confidence, and it worked out to perfection and just an incredible play all around.
And he finds his tight end Fryermuth.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down's coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
On the set. 79 Broncos. Head to 60. Head to 60. 1918. He's checking. Crash.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Max Melton.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Ready.
Back to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Let's go now. 70 line, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Denver. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Now they'll set up to throw. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
From the 6, here comes a return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
And I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over, you give them a quick touchdown on the other side.
Behind the line, it's a loss of 1.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Brings up second and 5.
From the 46. Here's second and 5.
Let's go.
They'll stick with him again. Whoa! And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
For a Bears
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And he nearly got free, but as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ready?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Bears' 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
19, 18.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe if he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
On the set.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take the first down at their own 18-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60, go.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
First down, Broncos.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble. Give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
Everyone loves to talk about the impact these pass rushers have in the passing game. But really the fastest way to the quarterback is actually up through the middle. And when you can get that type of penetration like they did here, Mike, you're bound to blow up your fair share of plays.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out Out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 35.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Buffalo Wicked, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
19 tight.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Right kick is good. And the Broncos add on to their lead. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And he will not make it the distance. Little fireworks on the final play of this one as the game is over. So
Chill.